pe eye North asem. Na Honorable Dominic Nitiwu eden simebre na etubia say. And same way started 2023-2024. Abra Honorable Kennedy Akompreko and Japan ni campaign yem or de kopie mo Western and Central region. And the koto delegate ewo enim say Abra Excellency the former President Akufo-Addo and MPP aban eba aban mu no. Kame say na Dan Akufo-Addo appointment and ministerial position nyina ekoma enofo and lance minister ne defense minister and Honorable Dominic Nitiwu and interior minister and tourism minister and sports minister. Omo nyina free north na kame say central and western there. Omo enya ministerial position ni bisa. Eno ana Honorable Dominic Nitiwu to Omanhene kwabena asante enim say ono no oka agese say Honorable Kennedy Akompreko ani Japan etimi nya kokodro eman sem say efrenu mbadia na kame say ono Honorable Kennedy Akompreko ani Japan onpe nofo asem na ne de Honorable Dominic Nitiwu edin sem bebre na etudwa efa ose iwikra ages mu Honorable Kennedy Akompreko ani Japan efrene phone so say Honorable Dominic Nitiwu na so ye madam for na nsem say na betudwa no so ensem a na reply wade koma Honorable Kennedy Akompreko ani Japan nyina ene wade ato say bam on live radio odi enjebre yenti Honorable Dominic Nitiwu former defense minister ensem a wade to Omanhene kwabena asante anim abero ne ye on one-on-one interview yenjebre yenti nsem nyina.
Comment you made about one of your presidential candidates in your hometown about he liking or not liking the people over there. What was the exact statement you made?
That was 2023. It's 2023.
It's popped up again. What was the exact?
I'm coming. That was 2023. I think April or somewhere like that. Now he went somewhere to come and lambast Northerners, and if you play that tape, you won't like it. And my ministry, the interior, all those, he was mentioning those things, and he was very angry why Northerners should be given all these positions. So I took a decision that as a coordinator for the Northern Group, I needed to respond. Otherwise, people don't know how difficult it takes to convince one Northerner to vote for MPP. We've worked very hard to reach where we are. And so somebody needed to respond because they were discussing it. Until me call you, me catch him, say, "Oh, Papa, he's my friend or my danfo. Also, he's also my committee chairman. But they're all no. The indication is very clear. So I won't pay us some, and he doesn't have good intentions for us. These are the two words I used." Because if you play the tape I was reacting to, you won't even want to play it. You won't even want to listen to it twice. And you see, oh, Papa or Madam Fo is my friend. And or my committee chairman so. But if this is what he's saying about us, then on pay us and on good intentions for us. These are the two words that I use. On pay us that's the translation, and he doesn't have good intention for us. And I don't know. And I move on to a different thing. And I never said anything. From there till now, I've never mentioned his name. Until August, this August, me wanna vrongo me ya campaign I'm about me. Now you wanna vrongo. And I received a call from Canadian. I won't even mention his name. We received a call from him. Say, "Hey, Nitiwu, now me feel say, oh, you're my danfo." And I said, "Of course, you are my friend." Me and my colleagues were saying, when you called, then I told them, "Oh, Papa will offer me into my minji call." And I stepped out and said, "Let me feel so you're my downfall." I said, "Of course you are my friend. You know that you are my friend. I don't have any problem against you." So I'm just watching a video. The way you were giving it to me, then I laughed. Both of us laughed. And we said, "Oh, but you know, I was reacting to what you said in Takra in Western region." He said, "Oh, but this is past." I said, "Oh, so this is also past. Let's forget about it. I was reacting to you." August 2. And I told him that it's you know that it's 2023, and I was reacting to what you said then. It's not something we should bother ourselves. Let's forget about it. And Sana on making those allegations, not on him, because we spoke in August, not on him. Say 2023, and he also not on himself. So say I was reacting to him, but even the things he's saying now about us, Abuakwa, I won't say you're reacting. You see, say he has said worse things about us, but you see, say we have decided not to react. Some people wanted to react, and I told them, say, don't react. There's no point. So you're reacting all the negative things that some of the even people around 2 people I can mention their names said about us as Northerners. You're reacting because for us, you feel say if we don't react, it's better. So all the things they are doing now, Muslim said there is no single tape of me Nitiwo in this campaign. I mentioned any negative thing about anybody. I don't do that. I was not trained like that. I could react to them even now, but I decided to say me reacting. This particular campaign, are there anybody to bring a negative thing that I said about him? This campaign, one single statement or tape, I said anything about him. But when you present it as if, hey, he has done some, it's cry. So what is your motivation to do that? You spoke to me in August, and we both and I told you, said, but this thing you are watching is 2023, and I was reacting to you what you said, and go back and listen to yourself whether you'll be happy. Will you be happy about what you said about Northerners? Then if I were you, I will not even mention this matter again. Let's forget about it. I'm not mentioning your name. I told him then, said me, I won't mention your name. I will say nothing about you in this campaign. All of us have agreed, say we are not going to talk about anybody. We are going to focus on our candidate, and our candidate is Bawumia. His strength, why we should vote for him. We are not talking about anybody. Until us know, as MPs or anybody, we won't mention anybody's. We do have nothing to do with anybody. We are not talking about anybody. So this particular campaign that we started, we have never in our lives mentioned anybody's name, talk about anybody's name, because it was once I reacted to him because of that. Those statements, very damning statements he said about Northerners. I reacted to him in 2023. In April or something like that, 2023. And since then, nobody has reacted to him. So for anybody to recycle this and try to think, say, no, maybe yes, sir. There are 2 tips. Maybe one will finish. I'll play both of them to you, listen and see whether if you're a Northerner, how you feel. And if we hadn't reacted, because people would have been very angry with us if they had heard this tape and knew that nobody reacted. I don't know how we would have gone back to go and convince them, say, we should continue to support the party. But thank God at least somebody reacted.
30 minutes after 9.
Omanhene say or say den say obetumi convince obi wo north na wato aba ama MPP ti say sansensem we eboba na edin nesi ma mo sofa ma mo bre. People are even saying say Dr. Bawumia backdoor kra no wanya vote honom.
Intina me say it's historical. It's a historical contest, and I don't want to go back because it can bring emotions. Historical. But Bimbla was 70% NDC. Bimbla constituency was 70% NDC. Umuto about since 92 until I came in. Now 70 was winning over 70% of the vote. The last votes are MPP Nyae was about 9,000. In 2000, our candidate had 9,000 or so, and NDC candidate had almost 20,000. I think 18,000 something. Go and check. So NDC they were winning, and the presidential was even bigger. Presidential candidate, I think, said that Kufuor in 2000 had about some 7,000, and the NDC candidate had over 20-something thousand. So NDC was getting 70-something% in Bimbla constituency. We had to work hard. To convince people and take out some perception from people. Say, oh, they are more and I can tell you, check what has happened. And if not for some of our luck in the north, and new MPs came in to win, to defeat NDC, I think there were 7 or 8 new people who came in to defeat the NDC in 2020. Maybe we have been having opposition in Parliament in 2020. The Northerners, we are checking. If these new people, some new MPs who defeated the NDC people in 2020 would have been having opposition in Parliament. It is a historical contest, and we have been struggling to make sure, say, the Northerners MPP is a universal national party and not limited to only one group of people.
So as of 2000, NDC Mohammed Ibn Abbas. 18,000.
No. Ibn Abbas was not. It was Mohammed Ibn Chambers. In 2000 was Ibn Chambers.
Okay, so Mohammed Ibn Abbas was 18,611.
No, but that's 2004 election.
Okay,
wait, 2004. Okay. 2000.
Okay.
The Abbas was my opponent.
Oh, Abbas was you.
Me need to open, and I had 15,000 something. We checked my results. It was me.
Okay. So an improvement from 2000.
I'm just using Bemla as an example to tell you, say, now it's simply very difficult to come. It's like going to voter region to convince the people to vote for MPP. So when people start going towards you have to be a bit careful. What you say, you have to be a bit careful in your utterances, what you say about the people and that kind of stuff. Sometimes it can be very, very demeaning to people. People can feel ethnicity is a very, I won't use the word dangerous, but it's a very emotional topic. When somebody feels say you are demeaning him, it can be very, very emotional, very emotional thing, because it's about who the person is.
Let's still remain in your region, but there's an expert also giving an input on the jet fighters and all those. He says that, in his opinion, he agrees with Honorable Nitu about the heliganship to quell internal terrorism and upheaval. But jet fighters, in my view, aren't necessary because of the American military base we have on our shores.
We unfortunately need American military base. We don't have a single American military base on our shores. I don't even know what he's talking about. In any case, if we had American military base, that would even be the reason why we should buy jet fighters. That would have been the reason why we should buy jet fighters. We are very, very careful not to put any foreign base on our shores. We don't have a single American base on our shores. We signed an agreement with the Americans to give them a place to store their things. It's a warehouse in Bemakam. Warehouse in Bemakam. Very close to the Saudi Arabia, your friend, presidential lodge, where the soldiers were presidential lodge. It's a warehouse within Bemakam. So America any base is within Bemakam itself. How can America have a base within Bemakam? Well, what is all that? It's a warehouse within Bemakam that we gave them to be able to store their things, because at that time they needed a place where they could be storing their things to be doing whatever they want to do. Because they were always coming and going to Niger. Now more base Niger. They have closed that base, but they needed a country like Ghana where or a coastal country where their ships can always land and store their things. So it was between Togo, Ghana, and Benin, but they always wanted say Ghana should give them. And when America or some of these countries keep calling, it's not diplomatically, it's not too wise to be throwing out them every time. That's why they themselves point blank have told us, and we have told people every day, say, need military base. It is a warehouse in Bema camp that we give them.
Okay, so let's be in your region, and Sana, maybe we'll get out of your region. I'm not front page of the graphic, but as you look out for it, sickle cell clinic fundraising dinner, make out say on the 4th of December. Yeah.
Conspiracy. Conspire against me.
So sickle cell fundraising dinner on the 4th of December 2025 City Hotel 6:30 Accra City Hotel. Okay, so we are back.
It's Nitiwo Bingap Aduna.
Okay.
Because I'm a Catholic, me di Dominic Atumso.
Okay.
Dominic.
Okay, we're back. Abuna, just start this chapter in front of you.
Yes, it's Medewo Koboko na ya share ho ensensem no. Me gidi se na ye one adia, but to them mama share after some free office odom no. Na ho issue sent to me and resolve yen we no. Now, Philly saying, were you disappointed in yourself?
Me, you see where I said me disappointed myself. I was disappointed in myself, but I feel say a idea and kayet me solve it said that bona and kababwa. Some him say yes solve it as other bon case and the idea yes me solve and kababwa. But I think say politics now it does war. Politics. Now it does too much was assembly. For you to be able to solve a protracted case, be meet you. You be meet you case no. And yes, I start a case. Now a what that. For us to be able to solve that case, now say you for politics frame. But let me say politics was too much in the case. It was extremely very difficult. Say yes, sir. one side will trust you, the other side will not trust you. Say, if one side trusts you and the other side do not trust you, you are going to have a problem. And it's our problem now. So it was extremely very difficult for us to solve that case. Meaning, says the time I frame, no, Tumfo was handling it. Kandapa was always going to Tumfo Debia on this matter. On the chieftaincy side, he was handling. We are handling the pure security side of the Boko conflict. But I want to plead with all the sides, including every Ghanaian, to hold until Tumfo's committee report comes out from the president. So they call my opinion. If we can say things and inflame passions, so and maybe people, maybe I name so Oba in crying,